Narrator: Europe, a continent rich in history, has been shaped by countless events, cultures, and conflicts, from ancient civilizations to modern states. The story of Europe is a tapestry woven with triumphs, tragedies, and transformations. Our journey begins in the depths of prehistory, moving through the rise and fall of empires, and exploring the complexities of modern nation-states. The story of Europe starts in the Paleolithic era, where early humans roamed the continent. Like the Lascaux caves in France reveal a vibrant, whose cave paintings depict animals and rituals. This era is characterized by survival in a harsh environment, with communities relying on the land and each other for sustenance. As we move into the Neolithic period, around 6000 BC, settlements emerged in the fertile valleys, particularly in regions like the Danube and the Mediterranean. The introduction of farming agriculture began to take root, allowing populations to grow and complex structures to develop. By 3000 BC, civilizations began to flourish. The Minoans on the island of Crete established advanced maritime trade networks. Their culture, marked by impressive palaces and intricate art, laid the groundwork for later Greek civilization. Meanwhile, the Mycenaeans on the mainland engaged in trade and warfare, influencing the early Greek world. The Bronze Age progressed, and the Hellenic world began to take shape, characterized by city-states like Athens and Sparta. Democracy, philosophy, and the arts blossomed, leaving a lasting legacy. The Classical era, spanning from the 5th to the 4th centuries BC, was marked by the conquests of Alexander the Great. His empire spread Greek culture across the Mediterranean and into Asia, creating a blend of Hellenistic influence. Following Alexander's death, the Roman Republic emerged, expanding through conquest and diplomacy. The Punic Wars against Carthage solidified Rome's power, leading to the establishment of the Roman Empire in 27 BC under Augustus. The Pax Romana ushered in an age of relative peace and prosperity, fostering trade and cultural exchange. However, the Roman Empire reached its zenith by the 5th century AD. The Western Roman Empire fell to barbarian invasions, marking the beginning of the Dark Ages. But internal strife and external pressures led to its decline into feudal kingdoms. The Catholic Church emerged as a unifying force, preserving knowledge and culture through monasteries. The Carolingian Empire under Charlemagne briefly unified much of Western Europe, promoting education and the arts. The Middle Ages saw the rise of powerful kingdoms and the emergence of chivalric culture, overthrowing the monarchy and challenging the old social order. The Revolution's principles of liberty, equality, and fraternity spread across Europe, inspiring further uprisings and the rise of nationalism. The late 18th and early 19th centuries saw the Industrial Revolution transform Europe. Innovations in technology and production led to urbanization and economic growth, but also to harsh working conditions and social upheaval. As factory towns emerged, so did the labor movement, advocating for workers' rights. The spread of socialism and Marxist thought responded to the inequalities of industrial society, challenging the capitalist system. The late 19th century marked the height of European imperialism. Powers like Britain, France, and Germany competed for colonies in Africa and Asia, driven by economic interests and a sense of racial superiority. This scramble for territory fueled tensions among European nations, setting the stage for conflict. Nationalism intensified, with nations seeking to assert their power and influence globally. The 20th century began with the tumult of World War I, ignited by nationalism, imperialism, and alliances. The war reshaped Europe, leading to the collapse of empires and the redrawing of borders. The Treaty of Versailles in 1919 imposed harsh penalties on Germany, fostering resentment. This discontent contributed to the rise of Adolf Hitler and the onset of World War II in 1939. The war brought unprecedented destruction and loss, culminating in the Holocaust and the use of atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. After World War II, Europe faced the monumental task of rebuilding. The Marshall Plan provided aid to war-torn countries, while the establishment of the United Nations aimed to prevent future conflicts. However, The ideological divide between the Soviet Union and the West led to the Cold War, characterized by tension and proxy wars. The Iron Curtain symbolized this division, separating Eastern and Western Europe. The late 20th century saw efforts to promote unity and cooperation in Europe. The European Union was established to foster economic integration, culminating in the introduction of the euro as a common currency. Yet, Europe faced challenges, including economic crises, immigration, and the rise of populism. The Brexit referendum in 2016 marked a significant turning point as the United Kingdom voted to leave the EU, raising questions about the future of European unity. As we reflect on the journey of Europe, we see a complex narrative of evolution, marked by cycles of conflict and cooperation. This continent, with its diverse cultures and identities, continues to shape the world today. As Europe navigates the challenges of the 21st century, its rich history serves as both a guide and a reminder of the lessons learned through centuries of shared experience. The story of Europe is ongoing, and its chapters continue to be written by the lives of its people.